Ben, recently I've been thinking a lot about Halloween
Like
time and
the socioeconomic status of the world
yeah,
right now.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I've just been kind of curious to know what's your favorite holiday?
Um, Probably today. Today
Today?
is episode 35 of the Otaku podcast.
Oh man, man, you're such a silly Willy. Um, that was so bad. I'm sorry. But anyways, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast. My name is Joseph, joined by my co-host
Ben,
Ben. There you go.
I feel like you should say my name now.
Okay, yeah, I can.
So redo it.
Okay. So, hey guys, what's going on, everybody? My name is Joseph, and this is the Otaku Brothers podcast, and I'm joined with my other co-host Ben.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What is going on, man? How's your week been? It's been very busy. Actually, before we get into
Good.
all of that,
Okay,
no, I just wanted to say I apologize for my voice.
my week was fine.
Okay. I'm sorry, man.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I can never tell.
Go ahead, Joseph.
No, I was just gonna say my voice is a little messed up, so I apologize if it sounds a little scratchy or interesting. I was at a football game Saturday and I screamed a lot, so that's why it's messed up. Yeah, that's no other reason. But that's pretty much what I've been up to this week. Ben, what about you, man?
Well, I had a great weekend.
Oh yeah.
On Friday, I aced my exam, got an A.
Oh, good job, man.
Perfect start.
That's a great start to the weekend.
Then my mom came up.
Mm-hmm.
Got to spend the day with her. That was fun.
Yeah.
Gave me some jeans. I forgot my jeans at home. What a lifesaver. And a raincoat.
Wow. It was
And
raining really hard
gloves.
today where I'm at. So
It's been raining here too.
yeah, I could have used a raincoat today. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you had a good week, man. I'm excited for Halloween and also for sports, dude. I mean, we got. I'm a big Texas sports fan. We got baseball. Astros going to the World Series, hopefully winning it all. That'd be amazing. And then I'm also a Rockets fan. So
Shout out,
the Rockets season.
shout out anyone from Houston.
Yeah, W Houston. If you're from Houston,
Hint, wink, wink.
we love you if you're from Houston. But also, I'm a Rockets fan because they're also from Houston, and they're 0-3 to start the season. So hopefully they win tonight. I got that going on the side. So if I pog,
Probably
I'll
not.
keep you updated. Yeah.
Probably not.
But also, by the time this next episode comes out, it will have already. Well, no. I guess the next time the next time you see our faces, I'm so sick. I'm sorry. The next time, I'm sorry, man. Please take over.
You're getting that.
No, I was just gonna say the next time you see us on camera, it'll have been my birthday, and it will have been Halloween. So yeah, I'll be turning 20. That's kind of crazy. It's awesome. Been alive for 2 decades, Ben. Hopefully, we'll make 2 more. That'd be amazing.
Of the teens, he's gonna be a big boy now.
I know. It's gonna be no more diapers. But yeah, and also it's Halloween. So Ben, what are you dressing up for Halloween, Ben? You gonna dress up as any anime characters or anything?
Honestly, I've been thinking about Aki.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
that would actually go hard.
Right?
That's so easy too. Just some black slacks and then a white button shirt with a black
Yeah.
tie.
I'd have to get a haircut though. It's either between Aki or Kylo Ren.
Or you could just be You could also be, what's his name? Fushiguro? Is that his name from Jujutsu Kaisen?
That too.
Yeah, basically any or Kirito.
Alright, you're pushing it.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, you should actually go as Aki, dude. That'd be cool. And then you could do a little talk thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be going as just Jason Voorhees. I like slashers, horror movies. So a lot of fun. Yeah, but I know for rambling, Ben. We've been
Of rambling.
Yeah, no, but we're forgetting that we're an anime podcast, Ben.
What's that?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. But we got a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
great
saying.
anime news, and we got a lot of great shows to talk about today, Ben. So, I mean, unless you got anything else to say, You ready to hop right into it, man? It's gonna
Of
be
course.
a
What
good
am I
fun
not
episode.
ready?
A lot of the times.
Never.
Sorry.
Whatever, man. Anyways, Joseph's not ready right now. Joseph's not ready for Vinland Saga Season 2,
I'm not.
dropping January 9th, 2023.
Oh.
I know I'm hyped. I still have to watch the show, but I'm hyped.
A great start to the new year, Ben. That's all I'm gonna say. I have a lot of friends who like Vinland Saga, so I'm honestly thinking of watching it. So,
I mean to start it. One of my coworkers texted me
hmm
a couple weeks ago. He's like, "You should watch this show." And I'm like, "You know what? I will." And I still haven't watched it, but I'm getting to it.
that's all it takes, man. That's all it
Yeah.
takes.
But
Yeah.
in regards to Vinland Saga, season 2 will be animated by MAPPA. We found that out a while ago.
hmm
And it's going to be streaming on Netflix and Crunchyroll. So,
Oh, interesting. That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I thought it was only streaming on Netflix. Is it actually on Crunchyroll?
I think it is. It should be.
Well, that's good to know. I might have to check it out after I'm done with Black Clover. So yeah,
That's not happening.
hopefully in like 4 months, that'll be fun. But yeah, Vinland Saga. If you guys are fans of it, let us know down below. I think it's kind of funny how it started off the same as Attack on Titan, right, Ben? Where it was done by that one animator,
Wait.
Wit, and then now it's being done by Mappa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's poor Wit. Just getting all their shows handed off.
Can't have anything. Can't
Yeah,
have anything in Detroit.
exactly. But speaking of heartbreak, Ben, that takes us into our next topic today with Kaguya-sama Love is War. It's gonna be ending, Ben. The manga is gonna be ending next
Yes.
week. So if any of you guys out there have watched Love is War, it's probably one of my favorite rom coms to date. I don't know.
Wow.
Would you consider Prison School a rom com?
No, that's just a comedy.
I'd
Well,
consider
I
it.
tell you, I don't know what happens in it.
I'd consider it a rom com.
There is a little bit of romance,
Mm-hmm.
but it
Mm-hmm.
is outweighed by the comedy,
Yeah.
in my opinion, for what I've
So it's like
seen.
it's a com rom pretty much. So yeah, but it's Kaguya-sama Loves War has been a show that I've really enjoyed. Haven't watched season 3 yet because I gotta watch Black
I
Clover. But
I will watch season 3 with you, Joseph.
thank you,
When we
Ben.
get around to it.
That actually makes me happy. That does. We should watch it together on Valentine's Day.
Season-
No,
Wait,
is
when
it
are
solid
we?
maybe?
Hold on,
What?
dude. Okay, I'll get to it at the end of the show.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I mean, Kaguya-sama's coming to an end. It's pretty sad. I don't know how long it's been running for, but I know it's been a while. Okay, man. All right, fine.
I'm
Just,
kidding. Sorry.
whatever. Just take the next topic, man. Just get out of my life.
Hold on.
Damn, I think we're
Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. Um, well, I guess I'll take the next topic then.
Well, I was gonna take it. I thought you were just saying something.
I
Well,
wasn't.
actually, no. You can take the one after this one.
Okay.
Uh, so speaking of Full Metal Alchemist, God, this pisses me off. Full Metal Alchemist is getting a stage play in 2023.
Oh wow.
That's like the worst possible version of a live action.
Yeah.
There's no, just live. It's actual live action.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. It's like a Broadway kind of. Not Broadway.
It's yeah,
But
it's a
It's a
play.
play. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Um. So there's gonna be musical numbers. I'm assuming. Yeah.
I'd say so.
That is very interesting.
I
Um.
think it should just leave the animated stuff in the
Yeah.
animated world.
Yeah. Honestly, I do think it is quite hard to execute animes into other media forms well, and
Yeah,
I will bet money that this one will not do well. Um, I don't know, Ben. Have you actually watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
I have.
Okay, I hear it's like
Very
peak. I
good.
hear it's peak.
It's in my top 10.
Okay, interesting. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've never gotten around to watching it. It's one of those things, right, where I'm like, okay, if I ever need a good show to watch, it's there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's a good backup. It's a good like, hang on, you're okay. So yeah, but Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's so weird that it is getting a stage play. But yeah, anyways,
Alright.
moving on. You guys might have heard of this one little show. It is the mangaka is a former hentai artist. Can we say hentai? I don't know. I hope we can.
Was he actually?
Yeah, that's yeah. He was a hentai artist, and then he became
That
a
explains a lot.
right, right. So yeah, if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, I'm talking about "Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro." It was a hit show this last year, and now it is coming back at the beginning of 2023, and it just got a new visual released showing us the main characters. You know, from last season we got Nagatoro, we got Senpai, which is pretty funny because they never actually say his name once in the entire show. He's only called Senpai. Um, and
Maybe that's
then
his name.
maybe that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys, about my voice. Um,
Okay, Joseph.
Thanks, Ben. I appreciate that,
Not
man.
okay.
And then in the visual, we also see a bunch of the other side characters. We see like three new faces. So we see obviously Nagatoro and then her three other friends. I think one of them is Yoshi, and then I forgot what the other two names are, but they're there. And then we get the class president from last season, or not the class president. She's the president of the art club. And Ben, I don't know if you watched Nagatoro. Okay, I'm gonna spoil something for you if that's okay, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
So, towards the end of the show, the art club president finds out that Senpai has been allowing Nagatoro and her friends to be in the art room with them, and she gets pissed off because he doesn't think, or she doesn't think he's taking art seriously, right? So
Mhm.
she ends up saying, if you want to stay in the art club, you have to draw a painting against my painting, and then we'll have the school decide who's better, and then if you win, you can stay in the art club, right? So the president draws a self portrait, and it's a naked self portrait. Um, I'll show you the clip afterwards. You got to see it for yourself. It's insane.
Okay.
It's amazing. So yeah, she's returning, and then it looks like she maybe has like a little sister getting introduced, and then we see just another girl in the background. So it's cool just getting to see that the cast is going to be expanded and all that stuff. As a big fan of Nagatoro, um, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. I wish Ben could say the same, but he can't. So yeah,
I don't see it.
you don't see what.
I don't see the vision like Joseph does.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like the Kevin Feige of the show, dude. I know. I got it all planned out for the MCU, a couple spin-offs here and there. So yeah, but that is enough time spent on a show that did not need as much time talked about.
Speaking of, should not be talking about it.
Real.
Hunter x Hunter made its grand, we'll say grand reopening.
That's fair.
Probably the last reopening. There'll
Yeah.
probably be many more reopenings actually. Um, with chapter 391 yesterday, and I'm kind of confused because on the cover it shows Gon and Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho. So I'm kind of like, what's going on in the story right now? It's like a multiverse saga right now, or
Well, it
what?
could just be the cover art, right? I mean, anime or mangas have done that before when they've like put other characters
Well,
or something.
not like as literally as this. I know One Piece and Naruto did that because the authors are really close.
Mm-hmm.
Like in One Piece, one of the chapters is almost entirely written by Kishimoto.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty
and
cool.
then I think in the first episode of Naruto on the Hokage faces, do you see the pirate symbol from One Piece?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is
But
really cool,
anyways,
actually.
there's usually they usually don't put an entire character from another show in there, so that's got me a
Yeah.
little confused.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just an art piece thing.
Yeah.
But that's still really cool getting to see. I don't know. There's something about Yu Yu Hakusho still going on, right? That show's just dead. Not
It's
dead, but
old.
it's old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's just trying to pay respects or something like that. So that's good. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I don't plan on reading Hunter x Hunter Um,
Why excited?
what? Well, just because it's nice getting to see that the Hunter x Hunter community has something to like rave about and get excited for.
Mhm.
That their favorite manga for some reason is coming back. So that's good. It's good to hear. But
Mhm.
I'm excited for this next story, Ben. So you're gonna have to tell me
Me
a little bit
too.
about it.
So I don't know when we talked about it. Might have been last episode or the episode before, but Kishimoto released another series, but this series is focused on Sasuke.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty interesting. I read it earlier today, the first chapter.
Oh,
Pretty long.
so it's an actual manga.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Um, it was like close to 60 pages long. I was surprised.
Oh, that is a lot for one
Um,
chapter.
yeah, it was pretty good though.
Mm-hmm.
From what I got from reading it, it focuses around Sasuke going on a mission
Mm-hmm.
to find a cure for Naruto
Okay.
because Naruto suffered or he has this disease from the six paths, the Sage of Six Path chakra. So Sasuke is following this trail of clues that follow the Sage of Six Path, and he's looking for this medicine or something, a
Yeah.
cure.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
That does sound pretty cool.
He ends up in prison somehow,
Oh man.
and there's dinosaurs.
There's
There's like a
dinosaurs.
There's a velociraptor,
That's wonderful. I'm glad to see that there were dinosaurs. That's funny.
but as for the time span, I think it takes place in between. Ooh, wait, that's a great question.
I was about to ask you that. I was gonna ask when it takes place.
I just remembered because in the manga it showed Sasuke had a picture or like a flashback of Sakura and Sarada.
Oh.
So I'm like, I don't know if this is. I'm guessing it's after Shippuden, but before Boruto,
Yeah, maybe when they're still just babies, little
because
guys
everyone's
still.
still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Sasuke should be dead in Boruto, probably.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know. There's no way he survives Boruto.
What is that? What do you mean?
I'm just like
Oh,
theorizing.
hypothesizing.
Yeah.
Wait, why is he not gonna survive Boruto?
And why would he live?
Why would he not live?
I hope he dies.
For what reason?
I like when characters die.
Fair enough. No, I'm just
Give
kidding.
him a good conclusion.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, after everything Sasuke's gone through, I don't think he deserves to die. You know, I think Naruto could die. That would be more impactful.
I think they'd both be equally impactful.
Not as impactful as Naruto. Come on, that's another time. That's a debate for another time. But come on, we know Naruto's more impactful. He's the one. He's the hero of the village. Stopped pain, and then became Hokage.
Yeah.
And Sasuke's an international terrorist. So, you gotta one outweighs the other, in my opinion. But to each their own, I guess.
Like it's perspective, Joseph.
No, you're right. You're
He
right.
had it.
You're right, Ben. You're right. But it's time to move on, Ben. It's time. It's time to move on. But speaking of your demon perspectives, Ben, we have some Demon Slayer news to talk about. So yeah, we got some new Demon Slayer info about info. You see that?
Yeah.
We got some info about info that will be coming December 10th, and hopefully we will have a trailer around then. For
It
Demon
will
Slayer.
be a trailer.
Well, yeah, but sometimes they like to pull the rug underneath us. Sometimes.
Nah. Nah.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. But
When
yeah,
people found out that it's gonna be a trailer releasing on the 10th.
well, that's exciting. I'm so excited for this new arc of Demon Slayer, especially after this. Are you eating Cheetos?
No.
Okay, sorry, I haven't had Cheetos in ages. I was just curious. But no, so yeah. Anyways, it's I don't know. After the season 2 finale of Demon Slayer, I think it has a lot to live up to. So I'm really looking forward to where it goes from here. I know you have your Demon Slayer picture above you. I still have no clue what that is, but
God,
apparently it's a
I'm
spoiler.
surprised.
It literally, I mean,
Oh, I'm looking at it.
sorry. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I'm excited to see the new. Oh my god, what are they called? The Hokages of this world, not the Hokages, more like the captains, the
Pillars,
pillars. There you
Hashiras.
go, Hashiras. I'm excited to see what Hashiras or the two new Hashiras that they're going to be following in the story. We finally get a girl Hashira, which is exciting, because we haven't really seen any of the girls in action. Oh, I guess we've seen the butterfly chick, but you know,
Yeah,
um,
kind of mid.
yeah, exactly. Compared to, oh my god, I already forgot their names. Rengoku and Ten. What's his name?
Tengen.
Tengen. Okay, yeah. So compared to them, they're kind of mid. So yeah, it's kind of exciting to see these new Hashira and what they're capable of. So I'm personally excited for it. Yeah, and actually, I've been wanting to collect the manga, dude, just because the covers are so sick, dude.
For who?
Demon Slayer, just demons.
Dude, just read it.
I know, but I'm gonna try and get through Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe I'll figure it out from there. So,
Hot take. I think whenever you read the manga,
mhm.
it just gives you more hype for when it's gonna be animated.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Sometimes it's cool, like seeing season 2 of Demon Slayer like unfold completely blind was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. So I think for some shows that idea does work, and for some it doesn't. Like part 6 of JoJo was exciting.
Hmm.
Chainsaw Man was exciting. What else have I seen? Some manga for. Spy Family I've seen a little bit, and it's kind of yeah. um, so yeah, it just depends on in my opinion, at least.
Joseph getting spoiled?
No, it's not getting spoiled because I chose to read it, but yeah. Anyways, you want to take the next topic, brother?
Did you say you read Spy Family?
No, I didn't read it. It was like a quick little chapter or two.
Chapter two.
It's fine.
What's next? So
Oh yeah.
this
Sorry.
one kind of confused me. The
Okay.
author of One Punch Man and Mob Psycho,
Mm-hmm.
his name is One. He's creating a new manga series. It's it's called Versus,
Mm-hmm.
which is on November 20th, 26th. Sorry, it looks like a zero. Um, it's a battle fantasy manga where there's 47 heroes who face off 47 demons. I don't know exactly how that's formatted, but
Huh.
I think it's just like matches, just one to one.
Yeah.
Um, and it's gonna be drawn by Azuma Kyotero.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any notable work, but I saw a uh, a volume cover he did for a manga. It looked pretty good. But one thing I didn't know, I knew that One Punch Man was drawn by someone else, right? But one wrote the story.
Oh, so it's not drawn by him?
Yeah, One Punch Man is actually a web comic, right?
Oh, yeah, I think I knew that actually.
And then the actual uh drawer for it, he posts his own version. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like story by one, uh, illustrated
Yeah.
by Murata. But the reason why Mob Psycho has that like unique art style is because that's the way that one drew it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of similar to One Punch Man though. Actually, I guess not.
No.
Yeah,
The One Punch Man drawings are not like a Mob Psycho.
yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
But
But oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that. That's actually interesting.
yeah,
I didn't know that he didn't draw
just
him. At least
he
for One
has
Punch Man.
really bad drawing.
Well, what
No offense
the
to him.
Mob Psycho ones are cool. I like the way they're drawn. It's more like
You
cartoony in my
just
opinion.
yeah, but
I
I
have the
thought this was
manga.
a
What do you mean? I've seen the panels.
I've just seen like
Yeah.
the webtoon ones, but
Whatever, man.
I guess it just doesn't fit One Punch Man's
Yeah. Art.
aesthetic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Well, I'm excited
Anyways,
for this. It seems like it's a cool concept. And it'll probably be funny because it's one. He's an awesome,
yeah,
funny guy. He went to funny school, so he'll probably turn out. It'll probably turn out pretty good. I hope.
Those masters and funny.
Yeah, you guys, Masters and Funny. So yeah. Um, but yeah, moving on. Or unless you have anything else to say about it. No? Sure? Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were
Anyways,
gonna take it or not.
yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Speaking of Bleach, dub for Bleach: A Thousand Year Blood War is dropping on November 6th. For any of you who care to watch the Bleach dub for
I
some
tried
reason,
watching an episode of Bleach dub and wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't
there's
like it.
only one part of Bleach dub that I like, and it's with Shinji.
Oh really? Is he is
He's
he
fighting Grimjo.
mm, is it a pretty funny part or like
It just sounds cool.
oh, okay. I got you. Well, speaking of cool, Chainsaw Man Part 2 is back in the news today. So it's going to be returning to weekly chapters. Very exciting. Hopefully, this is probably due to the fact that just the Chainsaw Man anime is coming out. So Tatsuki Fujimoto probably just wants to release them at the same day. Just so, you can build up more hype. Just Chainsaw Man. And then, we got the manga to read as well. So I'm personally loving it. The manga is going really well right now. Uh, I'm liking it so far. I don't know if Ben's fully caught up with it or not. No? You haven't read the news chapter?
I'm a chapter behind.
Wow. But it's pretty good so far. I'm very excited to see how it ends. And or where it's going from, I mean. And then, yeah, obviously we have the Chainsaw Man anime, which is going on as well, which is peak. So, yeah. Just a little short news. But if you're excited in reading the manga, then yeah, it's going to be coming out weekly. So very exciting time for Chainsaw Man fans. Chainsaw Man Tuesdays are here, and they are amazing. So just yeah, enjoy them while they're here. That's all I gotta say.
Alright. Um, yeah, I love Chainsaw Man.
I love it as well.
Anyways, Tokyo Avengers. I know we talked about this last time. We have an official date now. It's officially ending on November 16th. I think the newest chapter came out last week. It was
Yeah.
pretty crazy. I saw some leaks for it, or got spoiled.
I thought you didn't like Chains or Tokyo Revengers.
I liked it.
I thought you said you hated it.
I just say mid sometimes. It's funny.
That's hilarious. I always laugh when you say mid.
Mid man. Tokyo mid. Anyways,
Tokyo. Yeah. So, well, it's a good thing it's ending then if you don't like it. So that's good to know. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news we got. Ben, I was gonna say, is there no manga of the week?
no.
Dude, it's like
The
2 weeks
site
in
that
a
I
row.
get, the site that I look at for it, I just can't find it anymore.
No, that's ridiculous, man. I'm
Plus, it's
sorry.
pretty far. It's the site's in like Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like I look where it usually is, and it's just not there. And I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
I guess that makes
but
sense.
I
But
don't know.
yeah. So I mean that kind of sucks. But we'll just say it's probably like One Piece, My Dress Up Darling, and Spy Family. In a
The big
perfect
three.
world. In a perfect world. I mean, hey, I'd be fine if that was the new big three. That's a lie. That's a big. That's a lie.
I was like,
Um.
wait a minute.
So yeah. I guess it's time that we get on to our story time, Ben. That was all the news. If you guys enjoyed the news segment, make sure to, stay tuned for the story.
It can leave.
Yeah, you guys can just leave. But all right, it's time to talk about our 5 shows. Starting off, we're going to be talking about Spy Family, episode 16. Wow, Ben. At first, I was like so on board for this episode, and then I just wasn't.
I was kind of like,
it felt like
it
a
felt.
filler episode. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
exactly. That's why I was like, I had some mixed feelings about it because
Yeah.
I started it and it was like, okay, I know exactly where this is going. It
Oh,
felt very predictable,
did it
and
really? I didn't know that it was actually gonna be about her cooking.
I just got that impression. I'm like, okay, they're not gonna. We haven't seen anything about Yor being an assassin in a while.
Mm-hmm. That's why, dude. That's when I was texting you. I was like, "We're getting a your episode." I was so hyped. And then it said that she was cooking, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah. I don't know,
Oh,
something gave it away. And I was just like, I don't know.
yeah.
I
So
didn't really like it.
I agree. I was not. I mean, the your part I was, but I just because I like how she's trying to be a part of the family more. And
Yeah,
I like how Lloyd was kind of like noticing it a bit, and he didn't really say anything at first, but he was just like he knew everything what was going on, so
yeah.
that was kind of sweet. But it was really sad just seeing how, um, you know, Yor just she sucks at cooking, and that she wants to get better though for Lloyd and for Anya. I will say Anya. I don't know why I've been saying this so much, but I'm just loving Anya so much more the second season. I love the part I wrote it down here. I love a line when she's like, when Anya's like, "I'm starving," and then Lloyd's like, "Well, let's wait," and then she comes back. Your comes back and she's like, "All right, guys, I'm cooking dinner," and then Anya's like, "My last supper," or something like that, and I thought that was so funny. Um, but yeah, oh my God, the Rockets just won. Sorry,
That's
sorry.
there's no way.
Oh my God, holy W, dude. The first one of the season. Okay, anyways, sorry. Oh my God, they actually won. But anyways, yeah, so I kind of liked that whole little banter between Anya and Lloyd. And I'm loving how the dog's there too.
Or
Um, yeah, he's great.
love dog.
Yeah, so I mean, besides that beginning part, or I liked how yours, I liked yours brother showing up, Yuri, and how
Yeah,
he was testing the food, and he just kept
kept
like,
eating it.
yeah, he just kept throwing it up, like,
Kept throwing it up. Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, okay, it mustn't be that bad, so they try it, and they're just like, damn, it
I
was,
thought he was spitting it. I thought he was like
hmm
spitting at first, but I forget
yeah,
that they censor throw up.
yeah, so,
So it was just white. It's like,
hmm
oh, that's
I
fine.
hope they don't censor it in Chainsaw Man.
I hope they. I hate that.
I'm so excited for that panel, dude. It's gonna be everywhere.
Whoa, dude, I hate that's.
It's
I
gonna be
cannot
great.
watch that.
That episode is
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be.
amazing.
It's gonna be so detailed.
Oh yeah,
I
and
already
then
know what it
I'm
looks
gonna
like.
love whenever they go back. Himeno takes him back. Okay, okay. We're getting into spoilers for Chainsaw Man. It's fine. Anyways, yeah. So that was really the only part of it I liked in the episode. I mean, besides that, um, it just the second half of it is about the freaking Lloyd's like man in the chair. I forgot what his name is. About
Yeah,
him wanting to get a girlfriend, and I was just like, "What am I watching, dude?" I was like, "What does this have to do with anything?" And I just kind of wasn't in the vibe, you know. So
turn off.
yeah, I was very turned off. Yeah, I was like whoop and then whoop. So yeah, it was an up and down roller coaster for sure. Definitely not the strongest episode um,
Yeah,
of Spy Family. So I don't really want to touch on it that much anymore. But what
yeah,
about
me
you, Ben?
either. Um, kind of the same. I really did not. Usually, I'm interested in what's happening, but this just like it just had no correlation to the story,
Agreed. Agreed.
and I was just like, why are we watching this?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be surprised if it's actually in the manga and it's not labeled as a filler episode somewhere.
Yeah. Agreed. I haven't checked the manga, but I don't know. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, you're right. If it was filler, because that definitely felt very unimportant, and I just really don't see why that was in the show.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they're saving up for something bigger. That's what I would like to think, but who knows? So yeah, I guess that's Spy Family for this week. Low key, not a good episode. Which is kind of disappointing, just because I love Spy. I'm loving Spy Family. But
yeah,
hopefully we'll be on to bigger and better things next week, right, Ben?
hopefully.
So yeah. All right. Next up, we had a great episode though. This episode was amazing.
I love
Um,
this one.
we have Mob
Yes, sir.
Psycho 100 episode 3, dude. I love
It's
this
kind of
episode. I'm loving Mob Psycho.
I'm really happy with this one because a lot of I made some predictions before I started watching it, or I was just like
Hmm.
thinking about the previous episode, and a lot of what I was thinking about kind of came to fruition while I was
Okay.
watching it.
What were
So
your predictions?
so last week I talked about how we might be getting him at 100% this episode, but I was
Hmm.
thinking I was like with the way that Bob's been changing, I don't think it's going to be 100% out of like like him snapping or something like that. I was like, I was thinking
Yeah.
it's like it's gonna be 100% out of a different emotion,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of what it was. With his little ego on his high
Yeah.
horse.
The Giga
That's
Chad mob.
hilarious.
We got Giga Chad
Uh,
mob. It was
Someone on TikTok said if you watch the German version, it literally says Giga Chad.
no way.
So I was gonna check that out later, but I forgot.
Nah, I
And
definitely want to
then
check that out.
I don't know if it's 100%, but the thing with the tree spreading that it talks about,
Yeah, yeah. It
I
definitely
don't know.
made no. It did. It made that a point. It was like the roots are going more into the city,
Yeah,
um, which
there's
was
a dude.
yeah. So I honestly kind of liked that. I'm excited to see where it goes. Um, but overall, it was a great episode. I liked how it dealt a lot with. It was a lot of character development for Mob. I also kind of liked how we saw that one dude who in the first season, the blonde dude who he buzzes his
Yeah,
hair, and how he makes him wear that monkey outfit, and so that was a little depressing. Um,
yeah.
but also again, Reagan, just the best character. Um, yeah, I think he's one of the best side characters in anime. Um, he absolutely killed it. I loved him this episode. I am watching a dub now, just because I love the dub for the show.
I shouldn't have told you that the
I
dub's already
know,
out.
I know, I know. I've been loving it. Dude, Reagan's voice in dub is amazing. And he was absolutely great. Like I said, and then we get introduced to kind of what seems to be like the first little evil arc. It seems like Mob was invited to go to this event for a religious cult.
Yeah,
The what is it called? The Psycho Helmet religion or something like that.
religion.
Religion of the Psycho Helmet, something like that. So he goes there at Reagan's request to try and become this new face of the religion, and it doesn't work out. He doesn't end up going, and this person who looks like him ends up giving a speech, and I'm pretty sure it's Dimple. um, I watched it dub, and it sounds like Dimple, so I don't know. Um, it sounds like Dimple. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I kind of thought it was Dimple, like the way it was hinting throughout the episode too. Anyways, but I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Uh, so it's kind of, I don't know. He said he took a bunch of energy from the divine tree,
Hmm.
and Ritsu. Then Dimple and Ritsu have a conversation, and Ritsu's like, "I noticed you took a lot of energy from the tree."
They don't talk.
Blah blah blah.
He walks right past him, but I think Ritsu does say that he's like,
Oh, it was with Mob then.
yeah, I think it
It
was.
was someone.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was with Mob. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a good idea if it was Dimple, but I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know, but I also it kind of I also did like that talk that they had with Mob and Dimple, where it was like Dimple's like, "Oh, well, you should just do it and take all the power," and then he's like, "You know, you kind of sound like that guy. You kind of
Yeah.
sound like you're just like the rest of them. You're just like the rest of them." So, yeah, I kind of I liked how Mob is. It really does seem this season that Mob has definitely. I mean, just from these three episodes alone, that he has grown, and he
Yeah.
has kind of blossomed into his own character now. Instead of like Reagan says in the previous episode, oh wow, he finally made a decision on his own. So that was pretty cool. You like to see it. You like to see it. So I'm happy for Mob, and I'm liking where the show's going. I will say again, I'm loving the transition panels. They're so fun.
Yeah.
It's this time it's the Giga Chad Mob sitting on the train,
Yeah.
I think, or something. It's so funny. I love it. So I've been enjoying that personally. But yeah, yep. That's really all I gotta say about this episode. It was a great episode. Excited to see where it heads to in the next episode.
Love Mob.
Love him. I'm so
That's
glad
a
he's
unique
back.
series.
It is. It's so great, dude. It's such a breath of fresh air. It really
Yeah.
is. So I like it.
Especially this week.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, shall we move on to our next show?
Yeah. Next up, Blue Lock, episode 3.
Yes.
So last episode, it left off with the first selection round between the first flex round at Building 5, let me rephrase that, between Team Z and Team X, I
Yeah.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's what happened this episode, and they they're not very good at soccer, Joseph.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah,
One
they
wouldn't
lost
even
five.
call it soccer.
Yeah, they lost 5-1 their first
Yeah.
match.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird because
It was.
because the ego was like, yeah, the person with the most points is safe pretty much, and so everyone just
Mm-hmm.
tried to ball hog and do their own thing, and then they got fucked.
Yeah, it was rough. It was very rough to say the least.
Yeah.
Um, but it was a learning experience, right? At the end of the day, we see Isagi learn about the 0 to 1 rule, and that's kind of the point. I think that the instructor's trying to teach them. So it was kind of interesting seeing that happen. Um, and them trying to learn about how to like play soccer because yeah, it is kind of weird for a bunch of players that play the same position to try and figure out how to like spread out on the court or
Yeah.
field or I don't know, I said court. Um, so it was kind of interesting to see that unfold and just the little rivalry because I mean obviously the main commentator dude is like, hey, I mean if you want to be the best, you got to be selfish. So obviously they all kind of become selfish and they kind of learn about that they're still going to need teamwork if they want to win and make it to the top. So it was a good episode. There was a lot of weird stuff. We got to see a naked dude, which was
Would be
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about that. Um, and yeah, we also just got to see more of the characters interact, and it was honestly a pretty chill episode. Nothing crazy
Yeah.
yet, but yeah, we know that they're going to be playing like what 3 more games in this little mini tournament, or I think
Mm.
5 games.
It
Yeah,
was a five
yeah,
round
mm-hmm,
thing.
yeah. So I guess it's just going to be soccer from here on out. So I'm excited to see how it unfolds and how
Yeah.
things are going to go. I'm really curious to see what happens because obviously in a lot of sports animes it's pretty standard. Um, like main character ends up becoming the best. So I'm interested to
Yeah.
see if it's gonna follow that trope or how it's gonna deal with that. Because obviously only one person can make it. And he's on a
Yeah.
full squad, and we're getting introduced to all these characters. So it's interesting to see how things are going to play out and who's going to get eliminated, who's going to stay to the very end, right? So, yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to
Uh,
say.
I was thinking maybe I was thinking that maybe the instructor was just saying that one person's gonna make it
Mm-hmm.
uh, because they're all playing on a team.
Yeah.
They're all working together.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's just trying to get the best people in Japan, to be on one team instead of just one person because I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I honestly
That
thought
seems,
about that too, but I don't know.
I guess we'll
Mm.
see.
Yeah, yeah. Only time will tell, Ben. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yep, yep,
that's the fun of it all, right?
yep. I could just read it right now,
Okay,
but time won't tell.
let's not do that. But yeah, so that was Blue Lock. That's really all I gotta say. It was a
Yeah.
good episode. It was nothing crazy. So
Yeah.
we've had a very bad episode, a great episode, and average episode. So let's hopefully end these last two with more hype. Um,
Pizzazz.
with
Pizzazz.
some Zaza, if you will. So
Please
um,
smell that salsa.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was Blue Lock. But moving on to our next show that starts with a B, Bleach. It was a great episode. It was a great episode, actually. Man, very gory, Ben. Very gory. I'm
I
not gonna
know.
lie. It was very gory. Yeah, it was a great episode. So we start off the episode with Ichigo and Nell and Hueco about to fight the one dude. What's his name again? I forgot his name.
Oh no. Starts with a Q, I think.
Oh yeah, it's the Q dude.
Probably doesn't. I'm just thinking of
Yeah.
Quincy.
hmm So, yeah, Ishigo begins fighting him, and then we see the three Urankar from last episode or last series, during the fight against Aizen, come out, and they end up helping Ichigo and creating this giant monster that they created in the Urankar's arc, which was crazy.
Mhm.
It was cool seeing that beast again. I really didn't understand it whenever I was watching Bleach the first time. I was
Me
like,
either.
I was like, "Wha- where did this come from?"
It's kind of
So
weird then.
yeah, I was like, how does this work? So that was interesting, but yeah, so it was a good episode. Um, we get to see how powerful these Quincy's are, and it was really crazy. Dude, we got to see Orihime again. I just say I love her shield thing now. Now that it's like 10 years later and the animation's like peak, I love
Yeah,
how like it has the ripple effect on the like
it
um
like moves. It's
yeah.
kind of like
It's not just like a solid
it's
color as it like just
yeah.
covers everything. So I actually really appreciated that. Uh, and then what else happened? We got to see Ishta and his dad have more issues.
Hmm.
And then we get to the final part of the episode, Ben, with the attack on the Soul Society. And man, oh man, that was something else, dude.
Yeah,
We got to see all the head
waiting for
captains,
it.
which was nice. But yeah, I mean, then we got to see these Quincy's show up and start killing everyone. It was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie.
We're waiting for the show stuff.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, dude, I can't even imagine how it is for you, but um,
beginning of the end.
yeah, honestly, it really feels like that. I think it's time that Bleach. I know I was joking around with Ben earlier saying I don't want anyone to die, but I think it's time Bleach enters its Game of Thrones era and just kind of like boom, starts killing people. So I think that's what's gonna
So
end up happening.
I like when series like does things. I like when they do things like that.
Yeah, right. It feels
Like
nice and it just keeps you on
it,
your
it
toes.
it takes a different path from like the
Mm-hmm.
traditional shonen trope where like,
Yeah,
oh, everyone lived.
yeah, magically.
Oh man, I want to watch that.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not saying anyone dies. I'm just saying, I just like when that happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
But
Agreed.
um, one of my favorite Quincy's made his appearance. You don't know his name yet. I'll keep it a secret. But he packed up Kira and that random dude who got his head blown off. He has a pink mohawk. I love him.
I was gonna ask if that was the guy. That
Yeah.
was him. I'm assuming. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, he did seem very cool. I'm excited to see all these new or not. Oh my god, I almost said Arankar. All these new Quincy's and all their different abilities. So it'll be interesting.
Hmm.
I'm very excited to see how things play out, Ben. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to die, like a lot of people. So,
I think so.
I have a good feeling that that's what's going to happen.
Uh,
So yeah, but
so I like to pick your brain
okay.
because you don't know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I can ask you about. Um, I remember at the beginning, whenever you watched the trailers,
Mm-hmm.
you said that you think that Byakuya is going to be a villain. What do you think about that now?
Um, it definitely seems less likely, but it did kind of seem in the trailer that they were fighting. That they were fighting, or that Renji, I think it was fighting Byakuya's like Bankai.
Hmm.
So I think now, I guess what it kind of makes more sense, knowing what I know now, that oh my god, I think I'm gonna say something that might actually be true. Um, that Byakuya might die, and that they might steal his Bankai because we know that they can steal Bankais now.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely a possibility.
Hmm.
Um, or maybe he's not dead, but they just steal his Bankai. I don't know if they have to die in order to steal their Bankai. I don't remember if that was explained or not. So
I don't think so.
yeah, so I think that that's a good explanation. That's the only logical thing that makes sense as of now. Um, only because yeah, it doesn't make sense why Byakuya would be fighting with those guys. So therefore, they would steal his Bankai and then use it against Renji or whoever else from the Soul Society. So I think that's the most logical answer, but I really don't want that to happen. So,
Yeah.
but
As well.
I so
It's
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just yeah.
a good guess.
It's a good. I think it's a
What
good
else?
guess.
Yeah. What else? There's something else I wanted to ask about. What was it? No, I don't think there's anything else. Nothing like super important
Hmm.
happened this episode, but I'm gonna read up on what happens next episode. I think it's they started to invade Soul Society, so I think it's gonna start picking up a lot from here.
I hope so. I really hope.
Yeah.
I hope so. Because it's so far it's been good, but I'm glad they're not wasting any time and really just getting right into it. That's really good.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that the original Bleach series had a lot of filler.
Yeah.
I don't think this is gonna have any
Yeah.
filler.
That's good. Well, I don't see why it would.
Yeah.
Especially with this animation budget. Shit. That'd be a
And
waste
get
of
to the
money.
point.
Yeah, that'd be a waste of money. So yeah, I think it's going at a great pace. And I honestly kind of appreciate that it's just getting right into the action because I mean at the end of the
Yeah.
day that's what everybody wants. So yeah, I think it's good. I think it's awesome. I'm excited to see what characters make it out alive and which characters don't. I would love to do this guessing game with you, Ben, but unfortunately we can't. So yeah,
Hold on. Who's do you think Orihime lives?
that's such a random question. Why would
I
you
don't
ask me
know. I'm
that?
just picking random people.
Or Hime? I mean, I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think anyone in
Okay,
Ichigo's
wait, wait,
main
wait.
crew
Do you
is.
think okay, yeah, that's what
The
I'm gonna
only
ask.
one who is the only one in the main crew who I could see dying is probably Ishta, just because he's a Quincy, and it
Uh-huh.
would be really poetic, I guess, if he sacrifices himself and destroys the Quincy's. Um, I think that's the only one that would make sense.
Hmm.
But besides that, I don't think anyone in But in the main crew, I mean, Ichigo, Renji, Rukia, Chad, Orihime, and Ishta. Those six. That's what I mean by the main crew.
Valid. What else?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask, what do you think Aizen is in all this?
Aizen, he's still
What do you think he's doing?
isn't he still in just the prison thing?
Oh, yeah.
But if well, I don't know if that means he's gonna come back now or something. I don't know. I don't see how he would play a part in it unless he somehow becomes a good guy, which I wouldn't really like. Because
Hmm.
I don't think a lot of Bleach fans would like that if he became a good guy. But
Yeah.
I could see him maybe if he did come back teaming up. I don't see him teaming up with the Quincy's either though.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't see how he would play a part in this. So that's my answer, I guess. I don't like. If he did come back, he'd probably just be like his own like little Joker card, you know, kind of be doing
Yeah.
his own thing, um, and just messing things up for everyone.
Makes
Uh,
sense. Makes sense.
yeah, or him playing both sides or something. That's what I could also see.
Valid.
Yeah, but that's all I have to say about Bleach. Any more questions?
Nope, not for now.
Awesome.
Play a
Well,
lot more next episode.
yeah, probably. But anyways, moving on to our last but best show for last. We have Chainsaw Man episode 2. Oh,
We're-
peak Ben, just peak Ben. It's peak, dude. I mean, so after last week's episode, we had a great introduction to Denji in the world of Chainsaw Man. We got to see how he became the Chainsaw Devil, and how his relationship with Puchita happened, and how he has kind of just lived his whole life as this guy who hasn't really had anything. He's had no affection from anyone. He's literally just been a workhorse his whole life, just trying to pay off his dead father's debt to the mafia, or I guess the Yakuza. Um, and yeah, we get to see how tragic his life was, and that kind of follows into this episode where we begin the episode with Makima pretty much saying, hey, it's either yes or woof.
Okay.
And I have the video clip saved. So
Oh,
we get to see we get to see Tenji and Makima stop for some udon, and it was a cute scene. It was a cute scene, all things
yeah.
considered. I love Denji ends up fainting and falls right on her tits. Um, it was he falls right on them breasts, and He just lands on some soft pillows. It was really romantic, actually. She catches him, and then they order some food. Makima treats him amazingly, and it's really sweet, actually. How she treats him and how. What do you do? um,
Sorry,
and yeah,
but
so it's just really sweet, I guess. And
yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought I interrupted you.
no, well, so yeah, so it's just really sweet, and then we see them go to the little table, and Makima's like, "Can you eat?" And Denji's like, "Yeah, no,
Nah,
I
I can't
can't.
eat.
I can't eat on my own." And so she feeds him, and he says, "Wolf,"
Wow, wow.
and the most beta. Oh my god, poor guy, dude. But he's
Much
happy.
beta.
He's happy. He's getting fed.
That's what we want.
Yeah, but it really shows the dynamic between Makima and Denji, and how it's not like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship at all. It's not even like
Yeah,
a mother son relationship. It's literally like a dog and you know a person.
owner.
Yeah, a dog and an owner. So it is kind of I don't know. It's hard to as someone who's read the manga, knowing what's gonna happen.
Away from
Take
her.
yeah, taking away what I know about what's gonna happen. It seems sweet. It really does that Denji's finally getting everything he ever wanted, but at the same time, he's still not being treated as a human. He's still not being treated
Yeah,
as an equal. He's below her. He's always looking up and then just kind of like begging and just acting like a dog. So
yeah. But
yeah,
I'm glad we got to see the trio together
yes, we got to
in some
see
form.
Aki in power introduced in this episode. I will say I forgot like this introduction of Aki was perfect, Ben.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. It was great. I loved it a lot. I just enjoyed everything about it. Aki was great. I love how he ends up taking Denji and just pushes him and then hits him and beats him up and throws him in the trash and is like, dude, listen, this job isn't like it's not a good job. This is for people who don't really care about their lives and just kind of like are doing it just because they have some sort of like goal. And Denji obviously doesn't have a goal. He's just there. But then Denji tells Aki that, well, I do have a goal. If I could live like this forever, I would. And then he's like, yeah, so my goal is to touch boobs. So that's what I'm going to do. And by God, he's going to try his best to do it. So I like your dread, Ben. I like your single dread.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Get
But
some cornrows.
yeah. So, anything you want to add about Chainsaw Man, Ben?
Um, I forgot how much I like Power.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and Aki.
Mm-hmm.
I think her introduction was really great,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like how Denji was like, he's like, I'm not gonna work with her, and then he notices that she's a girl and she has boobs. She's like, all right, whatever.
He's
I
like,
mean,
"Oh, I'm down."
yeah,
He's like, "Say less." So, yeah.
but I'm very excited for the future endeavors of this trio.
Oh yeah. They're
Definitely one of my favorite
mm,
trios in
and
fiction.
oh yeah, it's great. And obviously knowing what me and Ben know is there's a lot that's gonna happen to this group, a lot.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Denji. But yeah. Anyways, another thing we didn't even touch on, we got one of the most iconic panels from the manga animated this episode of
Yeah.
Denji. And it honestly it leads to a funny interaction, and it shows you where Denji's morals are. So Denji and Aki go on their first mission together, and their job is to kill a fiend. They show up and they see a fiend in the bedroom filled with trash. Aki's like, "Whip out your chainsaws. Let's see you do your thing, so I can see what you're capable of." Denji doesn't do that. He uses just an axe and kills the fiend. Aki gets upset and is like, "Why didn't you kill the? Why didn't you transform?" He's like, "Well," Denji's like, "Oh, because when I do that, everything gets really messy, and it's not worth cleaning all that up because it's really gross and disgusting." And
Yeah.
then Aki gets upset because to Aki, it seems like Denji's treating these guys like friends, And Aki's like, no, dude, these things are monsters and they killed my whole family. I want to see them burn as much as possible.
Hmm.
So we kind of get that nice little interaction, just showing where Aki is coming from and how he feels, which was really cool. But it also kind of signified how much. And then we get the big reveal that Denji didn't really care about the about causing that much damage. He just wanted to save these porn magazines. Um, he just wanted to save them just so that way he could use them later on. And
Eventually.
yeah, so it's kind of a gag. Like Denji doesn't actually care about moral he doesn't really have a moral compass. He's just doing what's in his best interest. Um,
Yeah.
and
I
then
remember
yeah,
whenever
no, go ahead.
when whenever you were getting me to read it, you're like, this guy's like the most relatable person. And it's so funny because like people are so used to like MC like I fight for justice, blah 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 blah. My
Yeah.
friend. He's just like he just wants to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he hasn't lived an actual life, so he wants to experience these things that usually everyone does, but he hasn't got the chance to.
Yeah. No,
It was cool to
exactly.
see this
Mm-hmm.
change of pace in a
And
show.
I wonder, for those people who haven't read the manga, I wonder what it's like seeing this kind of like all at once, because
It's really
they don't know what's gonna happen, and to them, they're like, really, this is our main protagonist, a guy who just wants to who's a pervert. That's our main
it's
character.
really it's really misleading, I
No,
feel
it
like.
really is. It really was. When I,
It's kind of everything.
hmm
The show's just like everything mixed into one.
yeah, no, it really is. It starts off like this kind of like it really does start off like a shonen. Um,
Yeah.
Except, yeah, the character's really horny instead of fighting for justice, and you're really like, really? So it's just a normal shonen with a guy who's horny. But no, at the end of the day, it comes it as dumb as it sounds. It's like it just takes time. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
to
I can't wait
understand
until it gets like super
into it. Yeah, like
serious and
yeah,
just like it's not gonna be this like
no, yeah,
funny
because
haha.
there is a point in in the manga where it stops being a joke and like you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is real. Like and I'd say that actually kind of starts with the bomber girl arc.
Yeah.
After Denji and Makima go to the movies and that one's part, I'll say that's when it starts getting serious, and it's kind of like I would even say like once the Infinite Hotel arc starts. I don't know what it's called, the actual arc, but
Yeah.
that part too. So that's gonna be kind of cool to see. But yeah, honestly, I think it's great so far. I just hope that if you are watching the anime only, that don't let this that he's just like a pervert kind of like ruin the vibe for you if you're not feeling it too much. It does change eventually, and it just there's a reason for it. There's a purpose for it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. Um, but yeah, um, I think that's really all I had to say. Next episode's gonna be a lot of fun. Probably gonna be focused on mainly Denji and Power.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be a fun episode. I'm excited for next episode. Actually, yeah. Hopefully we get the scene. I don't think we're gonna get it, but the one good scene. I think it's gonna be in episode 4. But if it is in
Yeah.
episode 3, who knows? It might be actually. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to check.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it after.
But
Um,
oh fuck, I forgot to. Okay. Anyways, before we close it out, what was I gonna say about Chainsaw Man? Fuck. Oh yeah, this is like the first time I've read a manga before the show was out.
hmm
Same with Bleach, and it's just really weird. It gets me. I'm anticipating the episodes more.
Yeah.
I guess I'm more into it than I probably would be just watching it on its own.
hmm
So I think
Yeah.
that's
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think it's a good point that it kind of it is interesting like seeing how these events are playing out. I was honestly a little nervous that it wouldn't live up to the hype, but
yeah.
obviously it definitely
No, I
is.
did.
It definitely is. And as someone who's read all of part 6 and part 7 of JoJo, I'm very excited to see how that gets animated. And so far, they've been doing a great job.
Yeah.
But I honestly start to understand it now. Why people are like, oh, yeah, you should read manga. And I'm like, why would I want to read the manga when that spoils the anime, right? So, but I start to understand it. I get where they're coming from. And it's an interesting concept, to say the least. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say about Chainsaw Man. What about you, Ben?
That's it for me.
All right. Well, I guess we're already at an hour and 4 minutes. So I
There
guess
are
it's.
two things.
Oh.
One, I forgot to talk about. Spy Family did a collab with Chainsaw Man. I
Oh,
think I sent it to you on
yes. I
TikTok.
saw that. Yeah.
We're talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Ani was talking about how she's the spy devil.
That was
Lloyd
funny.
is the studying devil, and then Yor was the cooking
The
devil.
cooking devil. Yeah.
And then there's like a little picture of her with Pachita.
Dude.
That was
What
cool.
if we got like a Halloween episode and like the Bond dresses up as like Pachita or something like that?
Yes.
That'd be
Why?
adorable. Rorf. So.
Uh, and the last thing, our next episode will be on Halloween.
Oh, it will be. Oh, we should wear our
Yeah.
costumes.
So I was still gonna say,
Uh,
if I do dress up as Aki or dress up in general, we should do it on stream.
that would be awesome. Yeah, we could totally do that. That'll be
Did I
fun.
do like Aki with spoilers or?
Oh God. I think you're fine just doing Baki as he is now. Um, please.
You're
Um,
implying that he changed it at some point, Joseph. That's kind of.
that's true. He does not change. Or honestly, he doesn't really change much. Um, yeah, there's just like a few minor details. But yeah. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap it up for what?
Nothing.
Okay. But yeah, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for us this week, guys. Thank you all
Yeah.
so much for watching, and sorry again that I was a little sick, but yeah.
I didn't ever see your voice. I
Oh,
mean,
thank you.
little voice cracks every once in a while, but it wasn't bad.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the podcast. Ben, you want to do an outro?
Well, yep, of course. Hold on. What's going on? Well, another week down the drain. Week 35. That's crazy. Week 35 of the Otaku Brothers podcast. How many
Yeah.
days is that? Let's see.
35 weeks? I don't know. Yeah. Next episode.
245 days.
Next
Okay.
episode, I will have turned a year older, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly want to go back and watch like our first few episodes to see how it was. But
I don't.
yeah.
That's been terrible.
But yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, this has been episode 35 of the Otaku Brothers podcast. Happy early birthday to Joseph,
Oh, thanks, man.
and then we'll do a happy belated birthday next week,
Yes.
as well as our, I guess, Halloween special. We'll do
Yeah,
that.
it'll
our
be our Halloween
first holiday
special.
special.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. All right. Okay. All right. We'll see you
Yep,
guys
that's
later.
it. Bye, guys.
Peace.
I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I with